Did you know that the first central trade union organization in India was formed 100 years ago? And yet, the struggle for social justice, decent work, labor and social standards remains a constant challenge, more so in a developing economy like that of India's. Not to mention, the globalized environment has posed unprecedented challenges, making it more and more difficult for workers to unite and have their voices heard. What we often fail to understand that workers are not just hands of production. They are integral to achieving economic progress and sustainable development. But many view labor laws and trade unions as a roadblock to productivity. That is why these laws and initiatives are increasingly being sidelined or even neglected. But economic prosperity without social justice, is that development at all? That's what the concern that led to the formation of International Labour Organization in 1919. And thus, for the first time in history, a tripartite organization that brought together representatives of governments, employers and workers was formed. The ILO celebrates its 100th anniversary this year and emphasizes of a human-centered agenda for the future of the work. Back in India, on the lines of ILO, trade unions have achieved many milestones by fostering dialogue and cooperation between these three stakeholders. With their collective work, unions have been at the forefront of shaping labour governance model through their struggle for enactment of various labour laws. They have emerged as a key stakeholder in safeguarding workers' interests through their participation in industrial committees and other social institutions. However, with liberalization of Indian economy in 1991, labour concerns have increased due to rapid informalization. With 93% of the labour force employed in the vast informal sector, coupled with changing nature of employment, workers today are more exposed to precarious conditions like low wages, lack of social security and shrinking space to exercise rights at workplace. For women workers, things become more difficult as they still struggle to get equal wages, access to social security and in some instances even availing basic facilities such as toilets, creches becomes a challenge. Further, in a bid to meet fast-paced developments of the competitive scenarios, employers often flout or neglect labour laws. All this makes the need of trade unions all the more relevant today. The challenges may be different from those when we started. However, the need to emerge as a united force demanding decent and dignified working conditions couldn't be more important than it is today. The collective effort for social justice must go on. And like they say, there is strength in numbers. Workers should come together so that their rights are recognized and respected.